Perfect. First of all, thank you for your time to be here and talk about this amazing, amazing movie, Fall, which I was like sweating. I was like screaming. You guys are afraid about heights too when you guys like getting into this movie? Talk to me about this.
It's crazy. I mean, when I read the script, my palms were sweating. And so I kept thinking, like, if I'm sweating reading the script, what is going to happen to people when they see this in theaters? It's just like, when I saw the film with an audience, people were physically on the edge of their seat, freaking out. And it is so much fun to see. So yeah, it's like, it's just a bananas wild ride.
What about for you?
I mean, gosh, when we were shooting, it was really interesting because I hadn't actually been up that high climbing wise. So I didn't really know how it was going to feel, if I was going to be scared, until we were actually there doing the stunts. And my stomach definitely was flipping here and there, but I just had to push through because it was time to shoot. And I'm glad I did, because every single stunt that I did only made me want to do the next stunt, and kind of overcome whatever fear I felt.
How you guys prepare? Because it was being on the edge, it was like kind of dangerous. You had to like be physical prepared too. So it looks like you guys are doing an effort in all these, all these things that you were kind of like falling or, holding yourself for your life. How you guys prepare for this?
We had a trainer that came and helped us get into shape before doing the movie, because we needed to make sure we physically were going to be able to handle it. And my trainer had me wear sweats and a sweatshirt while working out to get used to being in such extreme temperatures, because it is all practical. It was filmed outside in the desert in 100-degree heat. So we needed to be able to take the toll on our bodies.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Grace?
Yeah, I mean, it was the pandemic. We were one of the first projects back. So we were right out of quarantine, and I hadn't been lifting weights in quarantine. I don't know about you, but we got to work with a trainer, thank goodness, with a little bit of time right before we shot, and they really kicked our butt. And my abs were showing up very quickly, which was scary, but they just, they work you. And then when we were on set climbing that ladder for weirdly enough in the movie, right, we're up on that ladder for not that long, technically speaking, but it takes a long time to shoot that. So we were climbing up and down many times for many days. And we had so many weather issues that we had to reshoot things while we were shooting. So I kind of feel like we were getting trained on the job as well.
Nah, what without giving any spoiler, what was the more like the hard scene that it was the hardest to do, because everything was a challenge, all the way from the beginning to the end of the movie. Like, what was the most like more challenging of all of it? Because everything was like psychological too, everything was very extreme.
Mm-hmm.
What was the more like challenging, without spoilers? Like, see what we can get.
Oh gosh, I don't want to spoil anything. I mean, there's a certain stunt that we've seen in the trailer. The ladder detaches from the tower, and there was a very technical aspect to it where I had to initiate the ladder to detach from the tower myself, and then the rest of the way it would go. So it was really on me to kind of hurl myself to fall. But there was actually our camera was attached into the ladder with me. So as I went, the camera goes.
It was like I was with you guys. Like every time we're like, like, oh my God, she was so real. It felt so real.
Good. It was. we were flying and falling and doing all sorts of wild stuff on a very tall tower.
Yeah.
Yes. So you guys went to that big tower?
Not that one, but we had. I mean, we did have. I guess that one is in the movie, but yeah, no, we did that one.
They built a 100-foot tower on top of a mountain that was 2,000 feet high.
Oh, shit.
So everything you see is real. We were 100 feet off the ground, not 2,000. You know, they've extended the size of the tower later, but no, we were actually 100 feet off the ground. It was practical. We were not in like a nice air-conditioned, cozy environment. We were out there for real.
That's good. I guess that's how it felt so real, because your, you know, your reaction of everything was happening. I was like, oh my gosh, I am telling you,
That
we
was
were
very real.
sweating watching this movie. It was insane. What you guys want your fans to watch, to get out of this movie? You know, because it is, without spoiling, you know, the end, it was a freaking twist. It was a twist, because I was like, oh my gosh, what you guys want the fans to get out of this movie?
You know, I think it's one that needs to be seen in theaters, and I really hope that it helps ignite a passion for cinema in actual movie theater again, because we've gotten so accustomed to consuming content at home on the sofa, and I think we need movies like this to get people excited about going back to theaters, and I think this is a perfect film to do that. So I hope that people go with friends in big groups, and it ignites that passion for seeing things in theaters again.
Yeah, absolutely true. Because this movie is to watch it like an IMAX, like can
Mhm.
maybe 3D stuff, like, because it feels really real.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. I really enjoyed the movie. I wish you guys the best. And it's gonna be a good, it is gonna, you guys are gonna get a good reaction out of this movie.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
amazing.
Thanks. Have a great day. Thank
Thank
you.
you, you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.